Good day, truthers. I am the intpwatcher, and what I want to show to you today is blatant geoengineering on a grand scale. So what we're looking at here is the Met Office surface pressure charts, and you can see the cold front down. I'm going to show you this video. This is the clouds that I'm seeing in my sky. None of them are natural. So I just want to stop the video here and show you this white sun. Now we all know the sun is yellow, but I've seen a lot of comments on a lot of other videos and a lot of other social media about the sun has changed colour. It's now white, it used to be yellow. It hasn't changed colour, it's still yellow. But the atmosphere in between us and it has aluminium oxide in it. Now aluminium oxide is highly reflective, so it's hitting the frequencies of red, green and blue, which are on the on our eye pupil, the receptors. You have cones and rods. Cones are for colour, red, green and blue. If all three frequencies are met, we see white. If we have no frequencies, we see black. So what we're seeing here is aluminium oxide, incredibly highly reflective. It reflects pink to turquoise. It's nearly the full spectrum of the colour wheel. So we see it as white. So that's why you see white suns. When the cold front's gone past, we have no planes in the sky, you will see a yellow sun. Take note of that. So I've got this wonderful little bit of video where you can see 100 or so contrails in this one little area, and this is just south of a cold front. So what you can see is the trails will actually spread out and become a cloud themselves. And if I zoom out, what we can see here is this little area where they've all sprayed. If they're spraying aluminium oxide, it's heated it up, and therefore the cold front ahead of it can't pass it. Now they've done this in one little area, but when you take a look at the bigger picture and you realise what they're still doing, there's got a cold front on the left coming in, and what we've got here is them spraying hundreds of trails. Look at those ones there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And all these are just all trails in there. They are all of them. None of them natural. They're all just plain trails. So if they're spraying aluminium oxide is highly reflective. It will heat up the air beneath it. So this area where we're in the warm front is being heated up, and we have this, as you can see here, in the Bay of Biscay again. Let's just zoom in and take a little look. As you can see, let's zoom out a little bit. So ching 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 ching, all those planes there are trying to heat up the atmosphere. They're going from left to right, and then they're going up and down. There's no planes that just land in the sea and come up from the sea. So this entire area is being chemtrailed to. So that's where the heat is. So they're keeping it hot. So what will happen is that warm front, that heat, when the cold front comes up to it, it just can't pass it. It can't go through it. It can't continue on its path. It gets blocked. Meteorological blocking. So when it's blocked, the cold front has to find a way around. It has to meander its way around this warm front. This warm front area is being increased. So the cold front will never ever get through. And you can see here, look at this. Let's just. So you can see hundreds of them there. I say hundreds. I'm exaggerating. It's thousands. It's ridiculous. Look at that. So that's the warm front. That entire area is the warm front. Let's just take a look at it. This is 5 days ago now. So we can now see on the left there's another weather system coming in, and they are heavily spraying upon it. Are they spraying ahead of it? Are they spraying on it? Alright, they're spraying ahead of it and on it. Quite simple. All the way from left to the right, left to the right, left to the right, left to the right. So watch what happens to this cold front when they're spraying from left to right. So now, what we can see here now is pretty much the full scape of Europe and a bit of America. And I just wanted to bring in the planes, the flight paths, which are the usual flight paths that they have. And as you can see, there's a massive concentration in the middle of Europe, England. There's hardly anything to the left there in America. So there should be planes everywhere. So let's look at this. So you can clearly see every single one of those lines there is created by a plane. There's not one of one of those lines which are literally natural. Not one. They're all created by planes. So they are heavily spraying the kin hell out of this weather front. So that's creating heat, a warm pocket. So the cold front will never ever actually come past anywhere. So they're already blocking it. They're already doing meteorological blocking before it even gets anywhere close to England or Europe. So as you can see, they're still doing it. That's 2 days of just constantly spraying the front of this. And there's the cold front trying to pass through, but it will not be able to get there. It is getting blocked. Meteorological blocking. And they're just spraying it constantly. So they've blocked that warm front. They've got no chance. That warm front is completely blocked. It is stopped. It is idle. It will not come through to us and give us rain in Europe. So here they are again. So now they're spraying out to sea ahead of the northern cold front. You can see that one coming in there. So here's the other cold front. So they stopped that one. Now they want to stop this one. And it's about to hit Ireland. Come on. Give some rain to Ireland. Nope. They're just going to block it. They're going to spray it constantly. Look at all them. Look at that. That's all planes contrails. And what, 100 of them, 200 of them throughout the entire cloud mass. There's not that many people going on holiday, so they're completely and utterly causing us drought. So now we're going to see it curve around the UK. So that I thought they might be spraying up there. It's plausible. Can't see it though. So they want to suck the air from Africa northwards. And that's what they're doing here. They're just sucking the air and look, they're making another. The cold front there is blocking. This cold front is now just being utterly blocked. We're not going to see a single bit of rain. Look at all those lines coming across. Absolutely crazy. And now we're going to see it circulate around as they pull the hot air from beneath, and we just don't get any rain. We're not going to get a single bit of rain because they are chemtrailing the out of the actual the cold fronts. It's bloody awful. So watch this as it starts to curve around. You can see they're still spraying ahead of the cold fronts. Still praying ahead of the cold fronts. And again, just there, straight ahead of that cold front, they're all just in there, spraying again. And you can see this if you're there on the day. You can go look at zoom.earth. You can look at surface pressure charts, and you can see that they spray ahead of cold fronts. I mean, look at that. That's all planes just spraying on top of that weather front. and that'll heat it up. So when it hits that other warm front beneath it, it's just going to curve upwards and curve around. That water will never get to England, and here we have more of it just spraying. Heating up aluminium oxide makes the weather hotter. That's what they're doing. When you get hot days, you will see planes in the sky, and it's hot. When you don't have a hot day, there'll be no planes whatsoever. That is fact. They always spray out of cold fronts. They're always trying to divert the jet stream around us. I figured it out. I'm so pleased. So look at this now. Look at how that curves around. The cold front has been diverted, and we will not get rain. Hottest year on summer. Oh, hottest year ever. Hottest year ever. No rain. Why aren't we getting any rain? Because they are chemtrailing the cat of the... Look at that. You show me anywhere else on this planet where there's some chemtrails. Well, sorry, where there's some planes trails. That is blatant geoengineering to cause us no rain whatsoever. It's an attack on the people. It's an attack on the food. We need to do something about it. Oh yeah.